Okay. So, on a phone camera, there's a setting. You can have it on 1 times or 0.5 or, times 2, times 4, whatever. But the thing is, what they don't tell you is that 0.5 is what I have it on right now. This is actually, this is life size. On 1 times, you're actually magnifying your view times 1. It's not actually, 1 times is not normal view. 0.5 is actually normal. Look at this. I'm on 0.5 right now. And look how normal my hand looks. And then look how normal this looks. It doesn't look magnified or bigger. It doesn't look oddly disproportionate. It looks normal. Now I will say at a distance, that thing in the distance there, right there, doesn't look that small. But up close, you get better, more realistic pictures with 0.5 up close. And then far away, you want to do the 1 times, right? I can't change it right now in the middle of this video. Look at this. But just know that if I could, I would. But so at a distance, 0.5 is bad. But up close, if you want reality, so because people, I've heard people complain about them looking like a caricature when they take a picture, right? And everybody takes selfies at 1 times. Take a selfie at 0.5. Don't take a selfie because the front-facing camera won't let you take a 0.5. 0.5 selfie. So you have to turn the camera around or have somebody else take it for you, because I'm telling you, the 1 times is not doing anybody any favors. It literally fisheyes your face, and it's just so subtle that it makes your face look puffy. But anyways, the reason I came out here, look at this. This part of this land right here, right next to where I live, right? I live right over there in that house. This parcel of land here, right? Where I just came in is the only way in, right? And there's a fence all along here. Look at this, all this. Look at all this. Dude, would this not be perfect for a Dead by Daylight map? Instead of, generators, obviously, we could have objectives, like in how they did in Survivor. How they'd have, look at all this. So that tree line is all this part of, into that tree line is the property line. This tree line, so look at all this. Bro, this is a lot of room. There's so much room for activities. But dude, on Survivor, the show Survivor, they would have them do tasks. They'd have puzzles. They'd have to go find pieces to the puzzle or whatever, and they'd have to go find them and bring them back and put it together, right? Well, we could have 5 puzzles instead of 5 generators. We could have 7 puzzles or 9, however many generators are in the game. Look at all this. All these people could hide in and run through, And like I said, it's fenced off, And so, look at all this, dude. And there's no snakes out here. Okay, snakes do not hide in the grass. By the way, snakes cannot traverse through grass. It hurts their belly, and they need to feel vibrations, right? And they can't feel vibrations in the fucking grass. Now, there are grass snakes, but grass snakes do not bite you. Grass snakes are more like just a fucking green worm, really, to be honest. So grass snakes don't bite you, they run away from you. And any other snake, if it is in the grass, it's because it's chasing something that it's trying to eat, and it's not you. It's a rat, probably, or something. Because rats like to hide in the grass. Snakes do not hide in the grass. They need to be able to see and coil, and they need the ground for that. They need actual ground, and they need to be able to see where they're striking. And so the grass is not a place for them, dude. See these things right here? Yeah, they're not gonna traverse this shit, okay? So you don't have to worry about now. Ticks, yeah, maybe. What else? What else? Tarantula hole? Yeah, you might see some tarantula holes. Look at all this. Look at this. There's the fence right there, and it goes even further back there, over there. Now we can't use that thing there, which is the killer shack thing I was talking about. But that's fine. We can just build our own, But yeah, all this is part of this same property that my sister lives on, or lives in the house she lives in. I live with her, my sister. And so, look at that. Look how pretty that is. So this is all part of that same property. And to this, fence line here, and then back over there to that tree line back there is the other fence line. But yeah, dude, look at this. Would be perfect for we could do airsoft, paintball. Well, hello, little dragonfly. They're kind of like a butterfly. But yeah, airsoft, paintball, whatever, Dead by Daylight. What the hell is this? This is an old pool. Oh, look at a deer print. Deer, some deer. The hell is this? Oh yeah, it's an old pool. What the fuck? Okay, well, somebody put an old pool out here. This is really far out here, dude. Like this is really far away from the fucking entrance over here. Anyways, so yeah, look at all this. This would be great, dude. To have like a real life Dead by Daylight. See, there's a fence, and yeah, bro, this would be sick. We just mow all this down, right? You know, mow this down like to where we can like get through it, really. You know, but then all this here, people could just run through. Look at those little trees. Like this would all be just for them to hide in behind, and especially at nighttime, and just only have like, you know, lights enough to like just see a little bit. Like we could have like little dim lights everywhere, just you know, just for people to see, you know, a little bit. And like for the generators or the puzzles for them to put together, we could have lights above them, you know, like in the game. Look at all this. Look at, bro, you could just hide anywhere in here, dude. Like, hell, even just hide and seek would be fun, bro. You know, or like hide and seek tag. You know. Hey, look at this. Look at this tall grass here. But this is fucking Alice in Wonderland right here, dude. Look at all these little cedar trees. And these cedar trees, those things are actually sharp. Those things will poke you, man. So you here, look at this. Obviously a deer's gone through here. You can see that the path is not, you know, grown over. Look, see. Look, you can see it. There's a path there. And there's a path right through there. Not that good of a path, but there's a path. I'm not gonna go through here because I don't care. Okay, fine, I'll go through. Let me just put my hood on. I'm not gonna go through that little path, but I'll go through this path. But yeah, if it wasn't a path, then it'd be totally grown over, like everything. You know, this is not a path; it's grown over. Look, see, look. See, you can see on the ground here where it's worn out. You can see it's worn out, and then see, look, worn out. So right here through there, and then through here. See, look at, keep going. There's a path right here. There's a path. See how there's like nothing. Look at. You can see the path. You can see the path. You see it just faintly. You know? But yeah. So stuff paths through here. Look at, see, you can see stuff knocked down. There's a path. They path all through here. Look at this. And they don't always path the same path if they don't want other creatures knowing their path, right? So they will take different paths, so that way they don't, you know, make a path. Look at this path. You can definitely see this path right here. Look at that. From back inside, you know. What the hell? Looks like a burn pit right there. And they may have burned out here at some point. You know, burning out here in Oklahoma is like, oh shit, that hurt. Okay, well, wasn't paying attention. Okay, got fucking scraped it by that a little bit. Let me see. Oh, okay, well, I mean, it scraped me, but I don't think it actually. No, didn't make me bleed. Yep, no blood. I don't see any blood. That's dried blood on there. But yeah, so things definitely, you know, come through here, and fuck, something else come out of the lake. But yeah, dude. I mean, nothing crazy. Oh shit. Okay. I'm just literally trying to get fucking scraped up today, dude. Nothing. It scratched me, but you know my skin's like fucking leather, so it doesn't tear easy. Hold on, let me get the fuck out of here without scratching myself a little more. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, being in shorts isn't really the best idea for this kind of a environment, but hey, you know what? I don't care. I really don't care because I mean, it's just a little scratch. You know, it'll heal. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So, and if it does kill you, then who cares, right? Because you're dead, so you won't even know. Because you were dead. Like, and you can tell this is like a wetland area because of these tall. Like this is like, you know, wetland type. So you can tell that this area stays not wet, but it stays. And you can tell it's like just in the center here. There's clearly something, some runoff from the rain from over there. It clearly runs off and just centralizes here in the central part of this field, because both sides are kind of bare, you know. And then the trees are just the trees. They've been here for a while, but these are obviously, you know, younger. And so you can tell that the water centralizes in this, you know, narrow shaft here. Oh, look at that wood crate. That's kind of cool. Make a coffin out of that. But yeah. And you don't have to be like a fucking geologist or scientist to understand, like growth patterns. Look at this. See, like clearly, it does go out there a little bit, it branches out a little bit there, but like the main is the center and the kind of. So you can tell just by this that the landscape, which way the land contours and shit based on, and you can see from here that we're going up a hill, and that it clearly comes down like that. So and like I said, you don't have to be a scientist. Oh shit. Okay. So, okay. Where are these coming from? I don't even see them. Maybe I'm just not paying attention because I don't care. But, I shouldn't have came back this way. Always come back the way you come. Or always come back. Always go back the way you came. Because or else you might run into some shit that you don't want to fucking run into. Like I am right now with these stupid sticker bushes. They keep fucking grabbing onto my leg and holding on and not letting go. That one caught the underside of my thigh on the backside. Didn't want to let go. Anyways, so yeah. This would be a great spot to do like an outdoor IRL, like Dead by Daylight type of game. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be exactly like Dead by Daylight, but I think it'd be a cool like game like where there's 4 people come out and they try to accomplish 5 puzzles or tasks while being chased by somebody that's trying to quote unquote kill them. Metaphorically, obviously, like for the game, for the game, purposes, quote unquote kill them. Not in real life, obviously, but they'd have like the person could, each survivor could wear flags, right? And each flag would be a hit, and they get 1 hit and then a down, and then look at that sun. They get 1 hit, then a down, blah blah blah, and so each flag would be a hit and then a down. But if they got away within a certain amount of time, if they escaped the killer by running away and only are losing 1 flag or missing 1 flag, then they could go like to the referee and get a flag back to then have their like say they healed, right? And like they have to get another teammate to go with them to get a flag to basically to take up the time that it would take to heal like in the game, and so that way it would occupy 2 survivors' time, to quote unquote heal. Oh, look at the rabbit. To quote unquote heal the 1 survivor, like it would in the game, and and then that way it makes it a little more fair and balanced. But yeah, it'd be a work in progress. But yeah, dude, I think it'd be awesome because like it would get people off their ass first of all, playing video games, but it would make these people, these survivors that think they can loop, right? That think they can loop really well. And the thing is, in the game, there's certain survivors that are just better than other killers. And in this game, the survivors would only have to be better athletes than me, right? Because I'd be the one having to chase them. And so if they can outrun me and they can outlast me, then, what I'm saying, then they win, right? But like, the thing is, I'm not going to be chasing them like some dumbass killer in the video game. I'm going to be there where they least expect me, and I'm going to be there where they show up, because I'm going to know where all the objectives are. I'm going to know where all the pieces are hidden for each puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have the advantage because I know where everything is and where they need to go to get that shit. I'm not saying I'm going to camp it. I'm just saying that I know where that shit is and they don't, right? They have to find it. And even if they memorize the map, we can change up the positioning we can randomize the position of the puzzles and the position of the pieces, and we can have beacons like lit up in the air to know where somebody's hooked at. And instead of hooking somebody, my idea was like the Identity 5 game where they chair somebody, and we could have like chairs set up, and then I just set them in the chair. We don't have to strap them down, just this like a timeout chair. Set them in the chair, and then oh, look at the moon. And then somebody would have to come, like we could turn on a beacon, turn on each chair would have like a flashlight or something that would shine up in the air to let people know, like, hey, there's somebody hooked over here, aka chaired. And oh, hey, look, another bunny. And then the survivor could come and save him, Little bunny. There's bunnies all around. Hi, what's up, dude? Hi. It doesn't even know I'm here. It literally has no idea I'm right here. it heard me over there. It hears me now, but it doesn't know what I am. Like, it's like, oh, I hear something, but I don't know what it is. It literally, oh, it's fine. You're fine. I waved my hand really fast. You're fine. They don't know. They don't know what to make of me because I'm not a human, right? Because look, Caesar, they would run if like already, like they would be gone across the field if they picked up a human from me. So I can move really fast like that and see, like it doesn't know what to do. It's like, do I run? Do I like, yeah, hi, what's up, dude? I'm not gonna hurt you. Look, see my hand. See, they don't know what to do. They're like, what the fuck is this thing? Like, why? They're like, he's talking to me, and I can understand what he's saying because they can understand me. And you can look at the video of the horses, herding the herd. You can watch that and you can see that those animals understand me. But yeah, so like they don't understand. They're like, what is that thing? Like, that's so beautiful. They're like, that's not. They're like, it looks like a human, but I'm not picking up a human scent or like a human vibe. So what the fuck is that thing talking to me? Because like, it doesn't know what I am, so it can't really render me. So all it renders is like, when I move my hand really fast, it renders that because I'm moving my hand really fast, and it creates a shadow, and it creates it displaces the air, right? And the rabbit has sensors that are sensitive and can pick up on that shit. So, but like, it doesn't know what I am because it doesn't know what humans are, right? It like sees these people that live here, my sister and stuff. It sees them as just an anomalous object, right? They don't know, like if you saw an animal you've never seen before, you'd be like, oh, what is that? And you would just be like, oh, it's just some creature, who knows, right? And that's what they look at us. And but with me, it looks at me and doesn't see the same thing when it looks at me as it does when it looks at my family, because I don't give off the same human like vibe and scent and like intent that humans do. I don't have that same baggage that humans have, and that makes animals pick up on what, them being human. So anyways, when we look at this, so beautiful. But yeah, anyways, later.